As we celebrate the Feast of All Saints, I think it's always kind of interesting whenever you read any of the lives of the saints. Some of them were just flat out weird. I mean, and they did some pretty weird stuff too. If you just read any of the lives of saints, and then some, it's pretty amazing the things that they did. And as we gather and we hear this, I think we need to draw from the first reading the one line where it says, the multitude, the great multitude. I think that that's important for us to note. Today, we don't celebrate just one saint, we celebrate all the saints, the great multitude, who proclaim the salvation of God through the blood of Jesus Christ. They came to know in an intimate way, that God was working in their lives. For some, it came about very peaceful. For some, it was very painful and very difficult. We all have our favorite saint, I see Alphonse Liguori over here. I have a Redemptress over here, so I know it's Alphonse for him. Or maybe it's Gerard, I don't know. Therese, okay. And we have a Franciscan sitting here, so I know it's Francis for him. And you have St. Vincent de Paul, certainly the founder of our community. But as much as we celebrate these saints of old, today, I like to think as All Saints' Day as a celebration of those saints who have walked with us in our lives. Yes, the church has canonized many, many saints. But there are many saints, and you know who they are, in your life, who proclaim the salvation of God through the blood of Jesus Christ. And they lived that. And that was a part of their makeup, and that is why they are saints. Not proclaimed by the church, but saints nonetheless. They might be grandma or grandpa or aunt, uncle, mother, father, brother, sister, best friend, that we know that they proclaimed the message of salvation, that they belong to the Lord, and that they followed the Lord in everything that they did. I think in celebrating the Feast of the Saints, the other side of that is not just those who've gone before, but it's us. It's us. They were human beings like you and me. If they can attain the ranks of sainthood, whether proclaimed by the church or not, why can't we? Why can't we? And I think the gospel gives us sort of a blueprint. I think it's a GPS of how to do that. They're the Beatitudes. How we are to be and how we are to live our lives. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the peacemakers. Those aren't things you go off on some high mountain and practice. You practice that right in the midst of people, of humankind. We say, our holiness is to be found right where we are. As a Vincentian priest, as a married man, as a married woman, as a single, whatever. We are called to find our holiness there. And it's in simple, everyday, ordinary ways. It doesn't say, blessed are those who are able to give up everything and go off in the wilderness and eat locusts and wild honey. It doesn't say that. It says, blessed are the meek, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are the merciful, for they shall see God. You want to be a saint? Then listen to what the Beatitudes call us to, especially what the Beatitudes call us to in relationship to one another. We can't live the Beatitudes and not be people of mercy and peace and love and justice and all the other things. We can't be. And so as we hear this, we need to recognize that God, who is our salvation, gives us the power to do that. But here's the catch. You have to be open to it. You have to be open to it. If you're not open to it, and you're not open to the change that it wants to bring about in us, then it doesn't work, does it? You may as well keep pushing the reroute button on your GPS, because you're never going to get to your destination. It's only when we recognize that the Lord is our salvation, and that comes through the blood of Jesus Christ, and we open up ourselves to the power of that change and conversion that wants to take place within us and gives us the strength and the courage to be the people of the Beatitudes. That I think we can truly attain that holiness that the Lord calls each and every one of us to. So today, we celebrate the saints of old. We celebrate the great multitude who have gone before us, proclaimed or pronounced by us. But we also pray for all of the saints in the making, that we may continue to have the courage and strength to open up our hearts to the power of God. Amen.